It's with your wits. Remember, this Graham.
Didn't you hear? We know some wilder.
Witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires. Get... No.
Stay here as long as you like. I'm done waiting for Ardcardic to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have time. Flee this. Speak with the art. I'm lucky to. I shall wait around here.
You again? Not yet.
What fool do I have to be? The fancy. Spy. A run.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Caddick's voice. It carries. Now tell me about the lead. That look on your face.
Over here, my friend. I want your... Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Caddick. Impressive.
You, over here. This place is nice, but it's not a home. Feels like I'm hiding. You never... Word of advice. Urges aside, the dark... I don't want you to do... Don't take my willingness to help out as a sign or anything. Hey, I don't know exactly how they select new recruits. I'm just telling you what I've heard. I'm not one to reveal my sources, but Fat Grakal told me that he overheard... Oh, I got... You really don't know anything about the Brotherhood, do you? That's one of the best... Quite a few, actually.
I've had just about enough of this.
I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Hold there, outsider. These hills belong to the Reach folk, Rover. Turn around and go back the way you came. Witch rebels, huh? That's just a label applied by the oppressors, don't you think? Look, we have enough trouble with those Greyhost bastards and Carrick's soldiers. We don't need a curious outsider blundering around and getting in our way, too. You're a hunter? Truly. Sounds more like Carrick and his keep witch getting up to more mischief. You want to befriend the witch rebels? Then prove it. The Greyhost has set up stockpiles nearby. Find out what they're storing, and then we'll talk. The stockpile. If I knew for certain, there'd be no need to have you go and take a look. You've seen those dark stores. No, bringing us the... There may be a piece of sorts inside Markarth, but out here we're outnumbered. And fighting for our lives. Nothing unusual on that. We won't let the Greyhost disarray our land. And we won't let... Are you daft, outsider?
This one, Tefan. Come, Harrier. Give me your measure. Tefan told me about you. Why does it? Of course. The spirits will see you safely. Go to Valthumbaro at once. This might finally give us an edge against the Grey Host.
Be concerned, Rada al-Saran. Your plan proceeds. Kadok hangs on my every word, and soon Reach folk will fill Markarth like a larder.
Excellent. With Markarth prepared, we need only claim the Arcthan Keystone.
I'll make inquiries. Just remember our arrangement. Like you, I hate to be disappointed.
You there, in the shadows. You can't hide from the Ashen Lord. Follow me, if you dare. You actually followed. There's fire in your veins, I'll give you that. Very well. You may speak to me. You thought yourself so clever, so stealthy, hiding in the shadows. But the darkness answers to me. Very well. My curiosity is piqued. What have you come to find in this forsaken? You stand before Rada al-Saran and seek to understand his purpose. Better a torchbug try to comprehend the secrets of alchemy, or a mudcrab the intricacies of necromancy. These events began millennia before your birth. They concern you not at all. Who is this we you speak of? Certainly not the Reach folk. No, there is someone else. I see them, lurking in your thoughts. An ally, almost as ancient as I am. They're desperate to forestall the coming night. And I don't have to resist the urge to rip out your throat and gorge on your blood. But we are civilized beings, exchanging pleasantries in this humble setting. Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. A tip for a tap, as it were. I propose a simple arrangement. A truth for a truth. Ask a question. I will answer honestly, then I will ask a question in turn. A fair compromise, don't you agree? Excellent. Then by all means, ask your first question. I have no interest in conquering the Reach. I came here to make use of something very old, very powerful. The Reach has the misfortune to be located directly above it. Many of these mortals will die, not because I want them to. Not when your purpose is worthy. I do what I do for love. My turn. Your ally, are they a high elf? Your honesty does you credit. Thank you. Do you have another question? That is a complicated question. A being as old as I can claim many origins. This flesh was born on the distant isles of Yokuda. This spirit was forged on the bloody shores of Hammerfell. This purpose, it grew from love and necessity. That word holds little meaning for me now. But yes, in my youth I dedicated my life to perfection. In art, perfection. In love, perfection. In war, especially in war, perfection. To attain glory in Yokuda, nothing less would do. Is it? Beyond the Sea of Pearls, peerless sword masters were as common as grains of sand. Even the grandest victories felt commonplace. In a land of heroes, how can anyone claim to be exceptional? Precisely. After the conquest of Hammerfell, I wandered in search of new challenges. I found only one. Leki, daughter to Rutger and master of the sword. We fought for 3 grueling days, without pause for rest or nourishment. But I didn't win. I didn't lose either. I could not accept a draw, however. The cold reality of my imperfection. That resentment drove me to Molag Bal. It took the patient wisdom of a friend to break perfection's hold on me. Now, your turn. Your ally. Are they a vampire? Interesting. A picture begins to emerge. Do you have anything else to ask? Lady Belaine is an ally of convenience. Her interests and my design are selfish and predictably narrow. Do you seek to supplant her in Kadok's court? I recommend against that, for it will not go well for you. A threat implies only the possibility of punishment. I do not threaten. Belain has Kadok's ear. If he takes your side, she kills him and chaos descends on Markarth. If he stands by Belain, you will be executed. Neither out... Others? Who? Reach folk? The witch Arana? Your mysterious ally? I am unconcerned. Now, for my question. This ally that hides... Of course he does. Thank you for your honesty. As you wish. Know that this level of cordiality will not be repeated. And this is not a threat. If you continue to meddle in my affairs, I...
None of these weak strangers could face a true leech challenge.
What? Welcome back, my friend. Tell me what you learned. Your arrival is... I sensed you spoke to... And it was only a... Rather else... Not exact. Yes. Vampiric. I was.
Sentry Bodful sent word. The Grey Host is...
I'll hear no more of this! Go! I want to talk to the outsider. The outsider returns? But are you a true warrior? Or a parasite like these damned leeches? Did you do as Lady Boleyn asked? Did you deal with the Rana? Tell me you have her head in your pack. I've got a pike on the walls waiting to be decorated. That's not what you are asked to look into. Still, it confirms my own suspicions about my own keep. Allow! We grab a hand. I'm going to still back! You think I'm foolish to keep Lady Boleyn close, don't you? It takes a bit of foolishness to rule this place, don't you know? You tell this high elf of yours. I'll see him if he wants. Because I'm the Ard of Markarth! And she refuses to heed my commands. Markarth's the safest place right now. No matter how well. We made a deal. We gather in the city and leave them free to find whatever bit of dwarven nonsense brought them to the Reach in the first place. Of course, Lady Boleyn brokered that peace, so... No, the city walls are still our strongest play. That's a title given to me by out. You ask more questions than my third. All that were left? No. That.
Boleyn hasn't returned. I've been watching, but Lady Boleyn hasn't returned to Understone Keep yet. And that's some progress, at least. In fact, your investigation, if you... Rather try... Despite and so I shall.
Aye, you're an outsider. I guess when the Arg made us put up those scratchings he calls signs, it really worked. Art's that? Well, that is the other kind. Aye, what?
Hey you, Verandis has need. You look more or less the way Verandis described you. He did. You should move quickly. Funny you should mention that. Oh, he went out into the foothills all right. But before Verandis... Aren't you a clever... What's to tell? Well, her and Verandis...